As the sun filters softly through linen curtains, the camera drifts across whitewashed shiplap walls and distressed wooden beams. There's a calm rhythm in the air, warmth, memory, and effortless elegance blending together in harmony. Martha Stewart's modern farmhouse isn't just a home. It's a story of textures, light, and reinvention. Each vignette feels alive. A woven basket tucked beside a plush armchair, sunlight reflecting gently off ceramic jars, and fresh peonies brightening a reclaimed wood table. Every element whispers restraint yet luxury, comfort yet grace. This isn't just decor. It's the art of welcoming life home. Before we step deeper into this serene journey, make sure to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts below. Join us as we uncover Martha Stewart's secret to turning modern farmhouse spaces into timeless inspirations. Let's begin. Inside Martha Stewart's modern haven, every corner radiates balance. Natural oak tables beside airy linen sofas, matte ceramics paired with soft candlelight. There's no pretense here, only the quiet genius of simplicity shaped by years of refinement. It's elegance that doesn't ask for attention, it earns it. Textures tell their own stories. Woven throws draped across old armchairs, aged metals softened by natural patina, and handmade baskets resting effortlessly on stone counters. In this harmony of tone and tactility, you feel the heartbeat of the home, calm, familiar, endlessly welcoming. The colors stay subdued: creams, warm whites, dusted sage, and buttery beiges that invite both serenity and depth. Each shade is a whisper, a breath of comfort layered over timeless craftsmanship. This is where modern refinement meets farmhouse soul, pure Martha Stewart. Soft morning light streams across butcher block counters, brushing gently over enamelware and polished brass handles. The scent of fresh herbs lingers near the window garden as ceramic bowls rest on open shelves, each one carrying a quiet charm of live-in beauty. This isn't just a kitchen, it's a warm invitation to slow down and savor every day. There's rhythm in the way textures meet: the smooth marble island beside aged wooden stools, linen towels hanging near the stove, and copper pots glowing faintly against the white tile backdrop. It's a balance between form and feeling, function and poetry, each detail reflecting Martha's love for timeless domestic grace. As the kettle hums softly and sunlight dances on countertops, the space feels alive with gentle purpose. You can almost imagine laughter spilling through the room, recipes exchanged between generations, and the quiet satisfaction of a perfect cup of tea. Golden sunlight weaves softly through gauzy curtains, casting delicate patterns on aged oak floors. The air feels calm yet vibrant, as if the light itself holds a quiet reverence for the textures it reveals. Each woven fabric, brushed ceramic, and weathered surface comes alive under its warm glow, shaping a poetic harmony within the home. In this interplay of light and material, shadows speak as eloquently as beams of brightness. The gleam across polished brass, the grain of old pine, and the imperfect glaze on a pottery bowl, they coexist beautifully, like verses in Martha's ongoing love letter to craftsmanship. Nothing feels staged, only discovered. When evening falls, the mood shifts. Candles flicker by windows, and amber glows spill softly through glass lanterns. The home breathes differently now, cozy, intimate, and bathed in serenity. Light doesn't just illuminate, it comforts, cocooning every moment in warmth and grace. Soft cream walls embrace the room, their pale surface kissed by late afternoon light. Neutral linens and muted sage tones echo a countryside calm that feels enduring and restorative. There's a quiet intelligence in Martha's palette, gentle contrasts that whisper, never shout, creating a world where elegance flows like breath. Every color feels grounded in nature's rhythm, clay, wheat, stone, and moss blending seamlessly into a palette that soothes the soul. The result is neither modern minimalism nor rustic nostalgia, but a timeless middle ground of grace and ease. Color becomes the silent language of comfort. In the golden glow of early evening, these tones bloom into their most poetic state. Cream turns buttery, greens take on hints of silver, and the house hums with tranquility. Martha's farmhouse reminds us that sophistication is not built on boldness, but restraint. Beneath the serene simplicity lies an unspoken reverence for the maker's hand. The grain of reclaimed wood, the imperfect edge of hand-thrown pottery, the soft creases in aged leather, together, they speak of patience and purpose. Martha's design celebrates imperfection as beauty, turning everyday objects into heirlooms of the heart. Each crafted piece carries a weight of history and a softness of touch, a carved table polished by years of mornings, or the faint scent of beeswax from a candle poured with care. These things do more than decorate. They remind us that time itself is a material, shaping stories into form. Here, authenticity replaces trend. There's no rush for new or shiny, only the quiet comfort of enduring design where craftsmanship becomes character. It's this devotion to detail that makes Martha's modern farmhouse not just stylish, but soulful. The living room glows with golden afternoon light, washing over linen upholstery and well-thumbed books stacked neatly on the coffee table. A soft throw slips from the arm of a timeless sofa, while flickers from a nearby candle dance quietly on textured walls. Each detail creates a sense of belonging, intimate, lived in, and beautifully authentic. There's an unspoken rhythm to the room. The muted hum of stillness between conversations, the light creak of the floor beneath soft footsteps, the warmth of a fire whispering in the fireplace. It's a portrait of peaceful gathering, of spaces built not just to impress, but to hold memories. Every cushion, every hue, speaks with intention. Martha's spaces remind us that elegance isn't sterile. It breathes, it welcomes, it lives. In her farmhouse, beauty and comfort dance effortlessly, creating rooms that never feel staged, only deeply felt. Beyond the farmhouse doors, sunlight spills across garden paths lined with lavender and thyme. The soft scent of earth blends with the rustle of leaves as bees hum between wildflowers. It feels like stepping into a living canvas, one painted in dew, breeze, and quiet joy. Martha's gardens are not manicured art, they're poetry in bloom. Wicker chairs rest under climbing vines, ready for slow mornings and longer afternoons. Clay pots, weathered and mossy, cradle herbs that find new life with each season. In this space, design meets the rhythm of growth, patience, care, and the beauty of imperfection. Every leaf and petal seems intentional yet unforced, like Martha herself whispered encouragement to the soil. This gentle coexistence between home and nature reminds us that elegance begins outdoors, in every rustling branch and in every golden sunset. In the soft hush of afternoon light, a window nook glows, layered with pillows and earthy tones and a worn linen throw waiting to be gathered. It's a sanctuary for gentle pauses, a place to cradle your coffee and your thoughts. In Martha's world, even the smallest spaces are celebrations of rest, intention, and quiet beauty. A hallway bench draped with a wool blanket, a reading chair tucked beside a stack of books. These details feel deeply human. It's design that doesn't demand attention. It invites closeness. Cozy corners remind us that comfort isn't a luxury. It's an atmosphere lovingly built. Even the faint glow of a lamp against evening twilight feels intentional. Each flicker of light, each fold of fabric, tells a story about care, about spaces shaped not just for living, but for feeling. In Martha's home, every corner hums with heart. As spring arrives, fresh blooms spill over handmade vases and soft greens return to the tabletops. Light feels more playful now, dancing across curtains lifted by the breeze. Every corner seems to sigh in relief, reawakened and renewed, as Martha weaves nature's rhythm seamlessly into her home's daily poetry. By autumn, the palette deepens. Amber candles flicker beside baskets of dried leaves and pumpkins of muted cream. Wool blankets reappear, and the farmhouse glows with warmth from within, a gentle embrace against the chill beyond the windows. Martha's transitions never feel forced, only intuitive, like a conversation with time itself. Even in winter's stillness, beauty endures. Branches and vases stand proudly, their simplicity offering quiet elegance. With a cup of tea by a crackling fire, her home becomes a sanctuary of glowing calm, a reminder that the seasons don't change her space, they deepen it. There's something magnetic about a space that feels both refined and untouched, as if it has always existed in quiet balance. Martha's farmhouse captures that perfectly. Layers of linen, soft light, and intentional emptiness all breathe sophistication without a trace of effort. Her spaces don't demand admiration, they invite appreciation. Elegance here is not about opulence but clarity, the elegance of restraint, of leaving room for air and emotion. Brass accents glint only where light chooses, and fabrics fall naturally with grace. Every object seems placed not by rules, but by instinct, a design language that feels like poetry without rhyme. As you move through these rooms, you sense something eternal, a rhythm beyond design trends. Effortless elegance in Martha's hands isn't about perfection. It's about comfort elevated through care. It's luxury that feels like home. As the final light of day settles across the farmhouse, shadows soften against whitewashed walls and golden hues embrace every corner. You realize that Martha's secret isn't in her decor, it lives in how her spaces feel. They're comforting, composed, and alive with quiet intention. Home, in her vision, is a place that welcomes your soul back again and again. Each detail, from the glow of a lamp to the drift of linen curtains, speaks of thoughtfulness, patience, and joy. Her modern farmhouse isn't a stage. It's a story still unfolding, filled with warmth, laughter, and the poetry of everyday life. And as we close this journey, we invite you to carry that timeless inspiration home. Subscribe to Dreamy Decor, share your thoughts below, and let us know how you create comfort where you live. Until next time, stay inspired, stay cozy, and keep dreaming beautifully.